all, welcome to the recipe project where I have collected recipes over the years that I have wanted to make from anywhere from the TV shows I see to magazines to just trolling the internet. I've printed them off and said, I'm going to make that someday. So this is where I make all these recipes finally. I'm not guaranteeing that they're going to turn out looking like the pictures, that they're going to turn out edible, and that, well, I mean, you know, sometimes the recipes omit something that's really important. But today we are going to make M&M Sugar Cookies. Now, you're probably saying, didn't you just do a cookie with M&Ms in it? And I'm going to say, well, yes. However, these are different because those were more of a chocolate chip cookie with M&Ms in it. It had the chocolate chip cookie dough flavor. These are sugar cookies, so they're completely different. So we are going to get started with this recipe. Hope you stick with us. First things first, you know, mise en place and read your recipe. This recipe calls for it to be set at 350, which is the standard. So we are going to get started mixing up the ingredients. For this recipe, as standard as for most cookie recipes, we are going to cream the butter and the sugar together. So this calls for 3/4 cup of unsalted butter. So that is 1.5 sticks softened unsalted butter. And then we are going to add to that 1 cup of sugar. And we're going to cream these together with the paddle attachment. All right, so now we need to add the egg. So there's 1 large egg and 1 egg yolk. So you had to separate your egg. What I do is I just save that egg white and I'll make some scrambled eggs out of it tomorrow for breakfast. I don't like to waste anything. Stuff's so expensive these days. And next we need to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or vanilla. And then baking soda, which is 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to slowly mix in our flour. Now we need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now if you've been watching, you know I always make a mess with my flour no matter how slow I try to put it in here. I still make a mess. All right, you can hear the mixer starting to work a little bit as the flour goes in. All right, got that all mixed in. Now, when this gets mixed up, I'm going to stop it real quick here. I'm going to stop, I'm going to stop it and try to scrape down the sides a little bit. I got some stuff stuck in here. Oop, there goes my paddle. Stay on there, buddy. Okay. Starting to get a dough forming. Scrape it down here. Now this recipe also wants us to add, so total it wants us to have 1.25 cup of plain M&Ms. Now, like I said, it's the Easter season. So here I am with my pastel colored ones. But it wants us to add 3/4 cup to the batter. So I'm going to mix it on low here. And then the rest, so after we put it on the cookie sheet, then it wants us to add 4 to 5 M&Ms on the top of the cookies right before we bake them. So they're going to be really pretty. All right, so that looks pretty good and mixed to me. So now we're going to get them on our cookie sheet. Okay, so let's get these on. I have 2 cookie sheets, my biggest ones I have. with parchment paper on them. So now, like I said, it's using a 2 tablespoon scoop. And then it wants you to put 4 or 5 right on top here, on top of the cookies. I'm going to do 4. 4 on top of there. And so let me get all these out here on the cookie sheet, and then we'll pop them in the oven. Okay, now I have them all in here. I actually got 29 cookies. It's supposed to yield 24. So there's a couple extra. And I put it on all my M&Ms. I pressed them down in there so the dough's a little flatter, because that's what we needed last time when we made when we made M&M cookies. And I don't want my M&Ms to fall off after I bake them, because I hate that when you bite into it, just M&Ms pop out. So now we're going to get these into the oven. It wants us for 10 to 12 minutes. So it says for 10 minutes, want them slightly underdone. That's what I'm going to aim for, because I want them slightly underdone, because they have to stay on the baking sheets for 5 minutes. So we want them to bake a little bit after they come out of the oven here. So we definitely want to take them out of the oven a little under, so they won't get overdone, because I want my cookies a little on the chewy side. So, all right, let's pop them in the oven for 10 minutes. Okay, the timer is going off. This is 10 minutes. I rotated them halfway through. I love recipes like this that give me just enough time when it's baking to clean up the kitchen. So I just got that done. Did all my dishes. So I rotated these halfway through. Ooh, those spread out really well. Oh, those look great. So you got the little browning on the bottom. That's what you want in a sugar cookie. Oh, they look fabulous. Get the little bit of browning. That's what you want. Oh, those are going to be fabulous. Okay, so we're going to let these set 5 minutes on the pan. Then I'm going to transfer them over to my wire rack. And then we'll come back to taste them once they are all set. Once they cooled off a little bit and they're not too hot. I'm going to jump right in and eat them. Okay, welcome back. So believe it or not, I completely forgot about these. It's been a couple hours since I made them. So let's give them a try. So bottoms are a little more done than I would like for a sugar cookie. Now this was the 10 minutes. This is where it said it would be kind of underdone, and then it would residual cook a little bit on the pan. Ooh, these are kind of hard. Let me see. Good flavor, definitely overdone. I should have pulled them out probably at 8 minutes by the taste of them. They're still good. I'm still going to eat them. But what I'll probably do tonight, put them in a plastic bag or airtight container, put a slice of white bread in there, and they'll soften them up a little bit. They have been sitting on the counter for a couple hours, so they are a little stiffer than they would be. But I will do that tonight. It's delicious. It has a great flavor, but you can tell it's just a tad overdone. Okay. I did use a couple things in my recipe today. I used this the scoop. It comes in a set of 3, 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoon, and 3 tablespoon. Those are the normal sizes you would need for cookies. You can find these on Amazon. I have the link in below in my description. Also, I do have, I bought these because I didn't have any really good spatulas, but it also comes in a set, also on Amazon, and the link below in the description. Once again, these were M&M Sugar Cookies. This came from Crazy for Crust. It was submitted by Dorthy Kern. Again, these were great. It's probably my fault for leaving them out so long, but I'm going to put them with a little bit of bread, let them soften up a little bit. I'm still going to eat them right up. They're not going to go to waste. They even broke up in some ice cream. Sounds delicious. But again, if you like my content, please like and subscribe, and have a great day, and hope to see you next time. Thank you.